What do you call a man who spent his entire career playing tough guys while never actually being tough? A hero? A hypocrite? Or just Hollywood's most successful fraud? John Wayne gave us the cowboy, but behind the 10-gallon hat and swagger was a man whose real life made his movies look like documentaries. This isn't just a story of westerns. It's a tale of cowardice, racism, and some truly disturbing personal choices. So saddle up, partners, because your idea of John Wayne may change forever after this. Number 1. His real name was Marion, and he never got over it. John Wayne, the ultimate alpha male, was born Marion Robert Morrison. That's right, the Duke was actually a Marion. He was so embarrassed by his feminine name that he spent his entire life overcompensating with exaggerated masculinity. The man who made machismo famous was basically having a 70-year identity crisis. Talk about method acting. He was playing tough guy so hard, he forgot it was supposed to be a character. Number 2. He was America's most famous draft dodger who played war heroes. While other actors like Jimmy Stewart and Clark Gable actually fought in World War II, Wayne got a 3A deferment for family dependency. Then he spent the next 40 years making war movies where he saved America single-handedly. The irony? He became the symbol of military heroism while avoiding actual military service. Even director John Ford called him out on set, publicly humiliating him for being a coward. That's not acting. That's stolen valor with better cinematography. Number 3. He smoked 7 packs of cigarettes a day, then wondered why he got cancer. Wayne didn't just smoke, he inhaled tobacco like it was his job. 7 packs of unfiltered Camels daily. That's 140 cigarettes. He literally couldn't exercise because he'd become breathless walking across a room. When he got lung cancer in 1964, he acted shocked. Shocked. It's like being surprised that jumping off cliffs might hurt. Even for the 1960s, that level of denial was Olympic worthy. Number 4. He said, "I believe in white supremacy," in a 1971 Playboy interview. This wasn't a private conversation or a leaked recording. Wayne proudly told Playboy magazine that he believed in white supremacy until the blacks are educated to a point of responsibility. He also called Native Americans selfish for wanting their land back. The man who played the moral center of America was openly racist in a national magazine. That's not a product of his times. That's just being a terrible person with good publicity. Number 5. He cheated on all 3 of his wives, with everyone. Wayne didn't just have affairs, he collected mistresses like movie roles. Marlene Dietrich, Maureen O'Hara, Gail Russell. If she was in a Western, she was probably in Wayne's trailer. His second wife almost shot him during their divorce proceedings. When your own spouse wants to murder you, maybe it's time to evaluate your life choices. But Wayne's solution? Get married again and repeat the cycle. Number 6. He destroyed Gail Russell's life and career. Young actress Gail Russell co-starred with Wayne in 2 films. He initiated a divorce from his wife to pursue her, then abandoned Russell when the scandal got too hot. She turned to alcohol and never recovered. Russell died at 36, alone and broke, destroyed by her association with Wayne. But Duke? He just moved on to the next leading lady. Nothing says hero like ruining someone's life and walking away. Number 7. He made anti-war protesters look bad, while having never fought himself. During Vietnam, Wayne became the loudest voice supporting the war and attacking draft dodgers. The hypocrisy was staggering. The man who avoided World War II was calling college kids cowards for protesting Vietnam. He even made the Green Berets basically military propaganda, while actual veterans were coming home traumatized. Wayne turned patriotism into performance art, and it was a terrible show. Number 8. He claimed to be self-made, while his career was built on nepotism. Wayne's big break came through director John Ford, who gave him chance after chance despite Wayne's limited acting ability. But Duke rewrote history, claiming he earned everything through grit and determination. The truth? Without Ford's protection and promotion, Marion Morrison would have remained a failed football player moving furniture in Hollywood. His entire career was affirmative action for mediocre white guys. Number 9. He won an Oscar for True Grit, out of pity. By 1969, Wayne had been making the same movie for 40 years. Hollywood finally gave him an Oscar, not because True Grit was his best performance, but because everyone felt bad he'd never won one. It was basically a Lifetime Achievement Award, disguised as competitive recognition. Even Wayne knew it was charity. That's not talent. That's the Academy's version of a participation trophy. Number 10. He died still playing a character he'd created to hide from himself. Even on his deathbed, Wayne was performing masculinity. His last words were allegedly, "Of course I know who you are. You're my girl. I love you," delivered like a line from one of his movies. The man who spent 70 years running from Marion never figured out who he really was. He died playing John Wayne because he was too afraid to be himself. John Wayne didn't just entertain America, he lied to it. From draft dodging to racism, from serial adultery to stolen valor, he turned cowardice into a brand and hypocrisy into heroism. And if you're wondering how one man could be simultaneously celebrated and despicable, beloved and bigoted, icon and fraud, just remember, he did it all while pretending his name wasn't Marion. Subscribe for more shocking, scandalous, and absolutely unhinged stories from Hollywood's golden age. Because behind every legend is a fraud worth exposing, and we're here to tear down all the statues.